I just idled around Olympic Park for 10k or so, and now I'm going back into town, and I just thought I'll just do something different. And I'm always reluctant to start talking about bike paths because it ends up in the same sort of conclusion, but I'm going to go with this one. Like, I've been in the cycling media for over 30 years, right? And I've lived in Sydney pretty much most of that time. And yet, never have I been sent a press release about new bike paths opening. Never. Not once. Never. Why is that? Like, is it like, are they really just trying to keep it secret, do you think? Like, really? I've just been along there, which is totally suitable for everyone who rides a bike. And I've been here before, but it was sort of by accident, like it was today. And I'm going to keep going that way. Past all of these signs, I'll show you, because it does amuse me, because it's sort of like, I would kind of like to tell the people who make these signs to kind of get fucked. Like, is that fucking, that's ridiculous in my appraisal. Here's a path, here's a path, here's a path. Now, stop using your vehicle. And then what? Anyway, I didn't dismount, so that's kind of like my little fuck you to the sign makers of Sydney. And see what happens? Inevitably, even without planning, you end up saying the F word because you're talking about Sydney bike paths. And they're great. As that vast expanse of empty concrete would illustrate. They're terrific, but no one has this vast space of empty concrete demonstrates. No one knows about them. Or if you do, they've all like gone, hey, let's keep it to ourselves. Even the people who build it with the hope that people will use it, shh, don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. Here's another one. Hey, guess what? No. Continuing. Okay, so how long's that been on? It's one piece of camera, but look, and you can guess what's coming up. 1, 2. No. Do you see a theme developing here? I hadn't planned it. It's just, I'm only sort of doing it because I can. But, oh, look at that. I've ridden a few hundred metres without being told to get off my bike on a perfectly suitable bike lane. And credit where credit is due. This is terrific. I'm coming back here. I'll just find out where it, what major road it spits me out on and then says, all right, buddy, show's over, game's over. Stop playing now, start fearing for your life. Could be here, could be here. I'll report in. I've got to concentrate now. I'm not surprised. I'm not even upset. But it did spit me out into the middle of a 4-lane road, and then said, "Work it out." And I was like, I don't know how. And then this other bike rider came along, coming towards me, and I said, "Hey, where did you come from?" And he said, "I don't know." So there we go. But he did say, if you go down that road 400 or 500 metres and then turn right, which is sort of here. But I'm not angry. I'm not. It's just a bit strange, don't you think? Wouldn't you agree? Look. It's so. This is. I don't know how many of these videos I've done, but I should stop doing them because it is an exercise in frustration. But along the way, you discover good things. And now, I don't know if I'm actually going to find anywhere, but it was either stay on what became Parramatta Road, which is basically the cyclist equivalent of hell, or just turn the next right that you get, Rob, and that's what I'm doing. And let's see. Imagine if you did this with the kids. Oh, sorry kids, but you know, like today we're going to experience a little bit of genuine fear, okay? We're going to go for a little bike ride and then experience total panic or just genuine, like, all right, continuing without traffic, bizarrely. I'll explain. So, he says, lifting his front wheel over some broken glass. By some strange miracle, I found myself on this scene that's strangely reminiscent of Greece. You know what I'm talking about? But the only way I got here was basically not by following any signs, because there weren't any. I got spat out onto Parramatta Road. Then I got eventually. All I tried to do from that moment on was avoid death zones, but I ended up having to cross the Hume Highway and basically go on instinct to get through Strathfield, which is a beautiful suburb with some massive houses and thankfully some quiet streets. But I will also say, you know, it's fair share of arsehole drivers, but neither here nor there. It's not peak hour and I coped. Anyway, there was no queue on what to do. After that glorious bike path that I was singing the praises of, it just stopped. And then it was like, you're on your own, buddy. Work it out. Maybe it didn't yell, but I'm yelling because, honestly, I have come along here with my kids when they were young and learning to ride, because I was told, hey, Cooks River bike path, terrific. But look what happens. It's terrific while it's terrific, and then when it's shit, it's just totally treacherous. And I don't know. I don't even want to say what I'm thinking because it's not very polite. Sydney, where the bike lanes are empty, because no one knows where the fuck they are or where the fuck they go. Oh my God, this town, honestly, I love it. I love it. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, I love my city. Look at this, it's beautiful. Hang on a second, it's also stupid. But I didn't mean it. All I wanted to do was try something different. I did try something different, and I'll know better next time. So there's some benefit for this exercise. And like, if you leave a comment, don't say, Rob, you should have turned right here or turned left there, because if you know, you know, and if you don't, well, you just don't. Anyway, okay, I made my point again, I hope. I'll just go across this. Look at this. I'll film it because it's fucking ridiculous. Thank you. See that? Nice guy. Fucking hell. What? Honestly. If you did this instinctively, you're a genius. Total genius. Like, I do know my town. I know I was sort of in a suburb that I hadn't earlier today, and I sort of said I didn't know where I was. I did. I was just being a little bit funny. And now I'm sort of, my mood is improving because I know that actually from here I can get back to the office without fearing for my life on roads that simply aren't built for cyclists, but roads that bike lanes lead you to. I've made my point 1,000 times. Good morning. So there you have it. The beautiful Cooks River bike path review with Rob. Yeah, come along if you can do it. If you've got huge tolerance levels and high tolerance levels and the ability to sort of miraculously find your way around a town that is absolutely doing its best to discourage cycling, even though it's building an infrastructure to cater for cycling.